NewGenGamers.com.
Continuing on here, we're going to take a look at Virtual On for the Sega Saturn. And this is one of Sega's best original games for the system. We're going to hop into some gameplay here. This one was designed by Sega. It's kind of like a mech shooter.
Well, I do like mechs.
See, I don't know if I want to call them mechs, or are they more like, I don't know, Gundams?
I'm gonna call them robots.
I'm gonna take the big-breasted robot.
Why do robots need breasts, by the way?
I'm not sure on that one.
All right.
And your job is to kill him. Pretty simple. And yes, that's the load screen.
Round one.
Cool effect.
Get ready.
Oh.
It's essentially a kind of like a fighting game with guns and. You can go all around the area. I don't know if you ever tried the Custom Robo series for the Nintendo consoles, but it's kind of got that same feel to it.
Now I'm guessing this was probably an arcade game.
Yeah.
So this would be pretty fun in the arcades, and oh, perfect. So
Round two.
definitely a cool looking action
Get ready.
game.
Oh yeah, this was actually one of the best games they had on the console. And as we've said before, the best games were developed by Sega. And it kind of has their feel to it. I'm just kind of wondering why he isn't hitting me back. Maybe he's
Maybe or him.
Maybe he's the glass. No, I'm definitely moving. Because remember, I selected my character ahead of time.
You are the big-breasted robot with the pink thing between her legs. What?
Right.
You see that?
I don't know.
I think I saw that. That was
weird. But we are talking Saturn here, so weird is not out of the question.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
That robot's ready. So this is whoa.
What the hell was that? Whoa. Okay then.
So Sega really was the major supporter for this system. I mean, you know, their stuff was by far the best, and we really didn't see a whole lot from other people.
No, not really.
Besides the sports fair and some other things here and there.
Yeah, there really wasn't too much else on the system. Now, they had another good title that came from Sega called Burning Rangers, which was really late in the lifespan that not very many people got a hold of. Like, all of its best games ended up being in limited distribution just because of, by the time a lot of developers got a grasp on the system, it was already too late.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because they did have a good run of some original and good titles there at the end that just never got out to anyone.
Like the Panzer Dragoon Saga?
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon, Shining Force 3, this. I can't remember the name of that one you were saying about, you were telling me about previously. So, you know, there was a lot.
Which one, Burning Rangers or the Clockwork Knight was kind of...
Clockwork Knight.
It was kind of like your standard platformer, but it was somewhat original in its design aspects, as to where you were like a little knight.
And the game we'll be playing after this will probably be the best example of a didn't get out to the audience and was a great friggin' game on the Saturn.
It kind of developed a cult following over the years, but it never really took off as a main franchise. And we haven't seen a sequel to it until very, very recently. One was released on the Wii console. And yes, we are talking about Nights into Dreams.
Yes, we're talking about Nights from Yuji Naka and Sonic Team. That got pretty intense there.
Yeah, he really got me.
Get ready.
It's been so long since I played this, I haven't mastered everything again.
And Nights is perhaps one of the finest examples of 3D done on the system. And so we'll talk more about that when we get to it here.
Oh, I tried to go in for the close shot and he nailed me. Hit him with that heart thing, though. This is definitely a ranged enemy. But this is a really fun game. If you get a chance to try Virtual On,
so this is the whole game, just the one-on-one battles between you and the computer?
This is the arcade mode, yeah, and then they have a versus mode. So yeah, it's pretty much just like a fighting type deal.
It's pretty interesting.
It's definitely not your standard fighter.
Yeah.
Oh. And I believe they made a sequel for this, but I can't for the life of me remember what system it was on. Probably PS2.
Yeah, I believe they did. I'm not sure if it was PS2.
Maybe Dreamcast?
I can't remember what system, but I do remember seeing the name. I never knew what the series was about, though, so...
Well, let's move on to the best game on the system.
Buy Sega Saturn now, and while supplies last, we'll give you 3 top-selling arcade games free. That's Virtua Cop, Daytona USA, and Virtua Fighter 2. $189 value, free.
DJ Gamers.com